All right, y'all. All right. Sorry, I'm a little late, but actually, I'm right on time. Right on time for an evening allegedly show. People have been putting their left and right butt cheek on their shoulders, and tonight we gonna play Candy Verse, and we gonna speak on it. I'm dropping the link in the chat for anybody who wants to come into this open forum. Open forum. I hope y'all had a good Monday. I had a productive Monday. Y'all had me busy today. We had to run up, down, and all around to get our notes on the housewives and speak on it. We had the speech impediment hour, recap board, and hold on. While the groove is still smooth, I'm going to pull out my macaroni and cheese because it's a happy Juneteenth for you and for me. All righty. And we are back. I want to see if I can throw a picture of this macaroni and cheese up. It's so darn good. But I hope everyone had a good Monday. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I know I did. Okay, we got Willie coming on in. Willie, we're gonna add you to the stream. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing?
I am good. I love the ensemble. Very
Thank you.
summer, very bright. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's
Thank
giving
you.
legs and hips
Hips
and
and
body.
body.
Yes. Yes. That is a cute. I want that in the blue. You know me
Romley.
and my
Sheen.
blue.
Sheen.
Oh,
Sheen.
you know,
I
that's
tell
one.
everybody. I tell people where you get your clothes at. Sheen. Just go to Sheen.
I will head on over. I mean, I was thinking about getting some Chateau Cheray gear, but I
you
don't
be
want
that.
mold.
You be that AI generated website. That AI generated clothing that never existed. That was like a figment of our imagination. I think we all had like this It was this post COVID, so we all had like this this hysteria that was going on where we thought we saw something from Sheree. It was actually just AI and mold.
Ha! AI and mold. Oh my god. So, Aaron is joining us as well. Hello, darling. I am so glad the gang is here. We have a lot to talk about. First, let's talk about the little. This week's episode of Atlanta. What were our thoughts? To me, it was filler.
Yes.
I feel like this whole season's been like a steady filler. Like
Mhm.
like a filler season. Like, like just to get us to the next round, like these group of girls like Annie somewhere like these biffers ain't really working out, but we're already here. So let's just get through this so I can rearrange, bring some people in, bring some people out.
I think that No Lip Courtney and Manetta are more pointless than bumps on stumps.
You mean even more pointless than Sheree?
Sheree is there for history, nostalgia, posterity. She at least
Not
brought Martell on.
posterity.
She at least brought Martell on. She gave us some crossover with other reality shows. I feel like Sheree will also give a read. I mean, I would say the best read of the season has been Biscuits or Bullets. So Sheree has something of a point when you compare her to a Monietta or a No Lip Courtney.
Wait, somebody said that Sheree turned into Drew, and I cannot unsee it.
Neither can I, and neither could the doctor.
But somebody said that I can't now unsee it. Like, Sheree, you're pretty. What are you like? You work out. Like people, like you literally work out. That's what you're known for. And then you had them AI generated mold that we wanted to call joggers that you tried to. I wouldn't even say try to sell. I wouldn't do that to actual people who actually sell for an actual living. Let me see. How would I say this? You had AI mold that you just threw out there and hoped for the best, and now you're turning into Drew.
What's really sad
Sorry
is
to that AI.
what's really sad is she still has not maximized the moment, and she could be, like Candy said on her speak on it, instead of throwing a Gucci party and celebrating labels that you can't afford, you should have thrown a She by Sheen party and at least had to have to show up in your stuff, or ordered it all and been like, since y'all wanted to say I didn't give you nothing, I'm giving everybody a full, Chateau Shit Ray outfit. And now you can, be models, and maybe I could get some sales up. But the $200 something dollars for one of her hoodies, I paid $200 for Ralph Lauren hoodies. I know I have a problem, but I wait for them to go on sale at Christmas, and that's what I treat myself to. Those last forever. Like, they are amazing quality. I'm sorry, I don't think we're getting the same everlasting from Shein.
We're not, and plus, Alex, I've watched all your videos about She by Sheree. It was AI generated because it was three different clothing lines. I was like, what in the AI and mold?
It
in
was
edifice?
only 3 items.
That
$40 water bottles. She's
2 items and a thought.
overestimated her popularity. However, Candy did say on her speak on it, we finally are moving on from her feud with Marlo and the Dead Nephew hour.
Thank you.
I saw that. I was like, please, thank you. Baby Jesus in the manger, 9 pounds, 8 ounces.
Right, with cornrows.
Yes.
Because I'm like, Marlo, it's sad what happened to your nephew. We not going to say that it's not. It's sad. We prayed for you. We all took up an offering because you need it, because you ain't got no billionaire no more. We sent it to you, so forth and so on. Now it's time to move on, Marlo. Like he wants to rest in peace. Can you let him? I'm just asking. This is a question. He wants to rest in peace. Are you going to let him, or are you going to milk this for a plot line?
I want to know when she's going to stop using nephews, because she put some out of the house without a problem. And now she's going to bring up one, excuse me, RIP, out of respect, forgive me. But she's going to bring one back up from dead 3 years ago to throw in Candy's face.
Like you weren't there.
What are we doing?
And Candy was like,
you weren't there. Out, we're bringing them in.
She is using death and dysfunction for direct deposit.
And she is. Oh, yes. Yes, I love the alliterations in that. I love the alliteration read.
Yes.
I love a good alliteration read.
And to quote you, Alex, I'm tired of Sheree Ray being Desperate Ray. Sheree
need to go pay somebody. Like, can we just go pay somebody, Sheree? Like, there's somebody somewhere you owe. We know it because we hear it in debt news, because, Fulton County tell all of your business, which is why I don't want to live there. Shoot, you mess around, Alex. I'm on your show. Like, wasn't that the man that was on my show? How you ain't paying your? Let me call him. Why are you here?
Fulton County, stay out. Stay out.
Alex,
go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, Alex, I am convinced that you and Chris have like a direct line with Fulton County, that they just kind of like CC y'all and everything, like low key. Once it leaves them, they make sure, oh, hold on, let me send that to them. I am convinced. Haven't been proven yet. Haven't been proven wrong yet.
They don't CC me. It's a texting system.
Okay,
filing.
Okay.
As they put it online, you can pay an extra $100 for a subscription service once a year, and they forward everything directly to you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I mean, I respect that Sheree knows how to play the game. Sheree will carry a bone if needed. Sheree will drag in a dead body of a man if needed. She'll do what's needed. But there needs to be more than just Sheree and the sour coochie Gucci game. Then than what we're doing. I need a little more. Because it can't just be Sheree carrying something. It can't just be, you know what I mean?
And Sheree being the bone carrier has gotten old. Like Kenya realized her being the villain had gotten old. And it's like, okay, Kenya's trying to switch it up, but because like Chris said, Kenya is not an empathetic being. It's difficult for her to come across as genuine or nice. And I want to know, what did you think about Carlos' assessment that Kenya and Candy's friendship was a friendship of convenience, and it was just because they were on the show?
And I mean, you spend more time with these women than you do your actual families. Eventually, you're going to have to make nice with somebody. And I think King is finally realizing that too. Like, I can't keep going back and forth with these women for the next 15, 20 years. That gets old. That gets taxing. She's now a mother. She's now allegedly, because I don't want to get sued, and I do not want to get your channel shut down, Alex. She's allegedly dating somebody. And so she realizes, like, eventually I got to make nice with somebody. Who here's the star of Real Housewives in general? Candy. Why not just make nice with Candy? Candy was like, Portia's not a bad person. I mean, she's a villain, but somebody has to be the villain on these franchises, so can't really hold it against her. So why not make nice with the person that's always literally been just, right there?
Well, she just traded out Cynthia.
Basically, yeah.
She just traded out Cynthia.
Like Nene does all the time.
She did, and I think that's why Cynthia had that attitude on Girls Trip. And now I will say, I think I saw more of that with Kenya and Cynthia, because we saw on Girls Trip when Cynthia did not get that pickup letter, but had already signed on the Girls Trip. Cynthia was, a little mopey on the boat. But Kenya was like buddying up to Kyle and like, okay, I'm going to be on this franchise for a minute.
I understand that too, because you do want to do some cross promoting, and there might be a check involved. Like, oh, is that Kenya on Beverly Hills? Oh my gosh, is that Candy on New York? Like, wow. Like, how what did Mona do? You remember when Mona did that with Akbar and put Candy on Love and Hip Hop?
Yes,
I do.
And I'm pretty sure Candy got
an apartment.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure Candy got paid for it. I think a lot of these franchises are coming together, being like, sort of like Marvel. Everybody's obsessed with the multiverse. Everybody's obsessed with the multiverse. So they really want they all live in the same universe. Like Love and Hip Hop Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is in the same universe as Real Housewives of Atlanta, although it's Atlanta. Or Kenny lives in the same universe as Kathy Hilton, although it's literally the United States of America. Of course she does, but it's sort of like, yes, y'all, we know this is fake, so we're going to try to do this whole multiverse thing that y'all love and adore.
Well, I'm sure some of the New York housewives know Kathy Hilton because of their history. They lived in the Waldorf. They were in New York for a long time.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Anyway.
So that's what they're trying to do, is this whole multiverse. Like, yeah, we all know each other. And I like a good multiversal story. I love a good multiversal story. I love it.
Something by now.
And I do feel like they finally need to do this.
They sure did pull in Martell from the Carlos King universe.
They sure did.
2 episodes only.
Oh,
because
and he said that like he was proud. I'm like, girl, you should have given him more, because it would have gotten people actually watching your show.
That nobody but us, because of Alex and Chris, are watching.
And Chris won't look at it. I'm trying to get him to watch Bill Collective.
I'm trying to hang in there with Love and Marriage, just because, they were the only show giving us some good mess there for a minute. But this season is drier than Drew's music career at the moment.
The minute is up. The minute of good mess is up.
Yeah.
I'm hanging on till the reunion. I'm actually, after this, going to get to Bell Collective and Love and Marriage, and I just will not let myself get behind on them again, because it is a chore.
Too much. Yeah, I can't eat all this. No. Yeah.
And this is why I understand why Mona first did it, where she did her multiverse and brought Miami, Hollywood, New York, and Atlanta in that house, because they're like, we got to spice it up. I do think, Carlos, we know you watch, and we know you watch Alex, because we know you watch Alex. Do a multiverse. Allegedly. Put all those Thank you. Put all those love and marriage, put them all together. Find some way to do some crossovers. Let's get some multiverse. Let's do some Real Housewives. Let's do some Love and Hip Hop. Let's get this whole multiversal story thing, y'all, so everybody can eat. YouTubers, writers, like let's do the multiverse. So because, like you said, it's running dry, and the best way to spice it up is, but oh wait, I didn't know people from DC knew people from Alabama all the way down there. Like, it's going to get the people talking. Right.
You cross networks. I mean, it will get people watching. But let's head on over to some other interesting news that happened today. Kimora Simmons got on to the internet. People like to say it's Beyonce's internet, but Beyonce doesn't even write her music. So how would she write code for the internet? So I'm not going to.
She paid, Alex, you know, she pays. It still counts. When you pay, you can put yourself on the writing credits. Folks been doing that for years. Not just Bay.
You know.
Yeah, you know, you pay, you can do that. You pay for your oohs and ahs.
All right, because that's what she gives, some oohs and ahs with that education. But anyway, Kimora has said, one, people thought her children were brainwashed. And I'm sorry, Kimora, no one is thinking about your kids. No one. They're not on reality TV, and we love it. They're not like them other annoying Simmons girls, Angela Yon and the other one, the one that has a new boyfriend every 5 minutes, or Angela has a new boyfriend every 5 minutes. Regardless, wasn't nobody thinking about that girl.
Yeah,
Vanessa.
There we go. But she did tell the truth about her coot. And I have to say, I don't know what is going on, but coots aren't cooting like they used to. Coots used to have home and mean security. Now you get with these coots, they divorce you, they leaving you with nothing, they dying on you, they ain't had nothing. Dropping babies, Ponzi schemes. Where are the coots of yesteryear? The coots that would just leave you in peace. When you would let them cheat in peace, they'd leave you with your their life insurance in peace.
Right.
I miss the Henry coots. However, but she said that she had been supporting him to the tune of millions of dollars for years. Her and her ex-husband. So is that why Give Us Free ran off? Is because you was running through his money, giving it to Russell? I guess he broke Simmons. Because remember what happened with that Rush card, and he held everybody's money for months, and some people still ain't never get paid.
No, the shade behind the Rush card that people fail to forget, Alex, and I will never forget this because Pepperidge Farm remembers. They signed a clause stating that if any of this event happened, which it did, y'all can't sue them.
Oh, yes, arbitration. It has to go through arbitration.
Arbitrate.
Sorry, that's company policy. I know it. Then she said he was accusing her of things that she hadn't done through the Celsius lawsuit. However, her husband, Tim Lesner, has pleaded guilty and given up $43.7 million. Aaron, I think they call that a disengorgement of funds, if I believe.
That is what it is. They got them claws in the belly of the beast.
So he has admitted that he committed fraud, and then you use the stock to secure his bond because he is still awaiting sentencing and is facing multiple years in prison. Somebody just got 10 years that was involved in this ring. And I think Praz is also facing time and hasn't been sentenced. There was some guy from Asia, government money, hundreds of millions were laundered. That movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, was funded with some of this money. It's a mess.
Dirty.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
either. This is deep.
But Kimora, you can't be too innocent because your pink toe has admitted in court to embezzlement. He has admitted in court to financial fraud. So I want to know, what did you know and when did you know it? Because don't get Erica Jane out here and get sued.
She knew it.
She's been awarded. just to add on a little factoid, she's been awarded $160,000 from Russell for lawyers' fees because of the apparently part of the frivolity of the lawsuit. So she's already been given a judgment in lawyers' fees. So I think it makes the whole thing a little bit more complicated.
She knows. She knows. She probably knew from the beginning. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
I mean, she had to know something because I will say, like, she's always been. She got with she left him, got with Give Us Free, and then went to the thieving Pink Toe. And this is another thing. Remember when, Pink Toed Coots just honestly had money and, everything wasn't a damn Ponzi scheme. Now, every time you hear about, an old rich coot, it ain't their money. It's stolen funds.
Alex, you guys, that's probably that's probably the reason why she never went on Real Housewives. Because she knew. She knew. They've been begging Kimora to come on. Everybody, fans, Andy, Garcelle, everybody. Everybody's like, Kimora, why aren't you on Real Housewives? You pretty much get paid, like Garcelle said. You get paid to just be at your house. Why aren't you on? That's the reason why I believe she did not go on Real Housewives. Because she knew this is going to come up and you ain't about to Jen Shaw me. She rebuked that. She said, I ain't about to be Jen Shaw, Erica Jane up here. You ain't about to Jen Shaw me, put me in prison. You ain't about to document that, which you got legal rights to. That's the reason why she ain't go on Real Housewives. Because she knew what was going on. Because there's no way all this stuff is going on and you have zero. Kimora, you're a shrewd businesswoman. You gave us Fat Farm and Baby Fat when we were kids. I know you know business. You ain't no Erica Jane. You know business. Your mammy and pappy made sure you going to run this man pockets and you going to learn how to.
Well, I sent this to Alex. I just saw Entertainment Tonight dropped a little video about Kimora Lee and her daughters react to the possibility of returning to reality TV.
I saw that, and I think they'll be returning to reality TV because the money is funny. I mean, Aoki did a video talking about how the pappy had been cut her off and didn't want to pay for her to go to college. I mean,
so I saw that.
To be in dire financial straits, so a reality show might be just what they need. But Willie, you're right. If she had gone on Housewives with this, the scrutiny on her would be much higher because this story with her ex-husband current husband actually has kind of been, bubbling under the radar. I've covered it on, the Allegedly show and Pop Roast, but we haven't really dug in like we would have if she was a sitting housewife. I could see her coming on maybe once he started his sentence.
Well, maybe now this is what's happening. If they're going to do their own reality show, they're like, Russell, we throwing you out to the wolves because we're just going to lay it all out there since the federal prosecution has decided they don't need to go after us anymore. You know what I mean?
But I feel like she's going to. But I feel like if anything, smart. If Kimora's smart, which I know she is, she'll suck it up and just have to do Real Housewives because if she try to do this by herself, she's boring. Don't nobody want to see her. She's boring. And so she needs an ensemble cast. She's going to need a Garcelle there to back her, to like be a friend, somebody she can cry on, but still get her together. Like, girl, come on, you knew. So she only got literally 3. No. Kimora has crossover. She either New York, I would say either OC or Beverly Hills. Probably Beverly Hills because of Garcelle.
I do not see her on OC.
I was going to say not OC.
Well, no, the reason why I say OC is because it'll shake it up and it'll actually get people to watch because, but then they'll get jealous because we're only watching because of Kimora. So never mind. So we're going to put her back on Beverly Hills.
That's
and
like olives and orange juice. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
Women
I
understand. Cool enough for her.
I understand.
Those crones are. I'm actually enjoying OC. I mean, when I look at OC, it's very, Jane Goodall's Pink Toes in the Mist.
They just need to stay in their Orange County lane and be the white, sunburned, bad extension wearing ladies that they are with the bolt-on boobies.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. I love being in their world. What do we think? Have y'all been seeing OC? What do y'all think of OC this season so far?
Well, I mean, I live in Long Beach, which literally is like on the border of Orange County. So I have grown up, this is in my backyard. I think that whoever's doing production, that stupid ass motorcycle ride with Tamara, that is so dumb. I'm so mad at you all for that. I'm mad at Tamara for it. I mean, it's so unnatural. It's so stupid. Shame on you people. The boat ride was funny. They were hammered. And did you see how raggedy those ladies looked in the sunlight, the makeup streaking, the sad little hair extensions getting ratted? I feel like I'm hoping they just stay true to the crony, pink toe, Orange County life that they need to. And I don't know. I am reservedly hopeful.
But what would you do if they did shake it up? And
I would love them to.
Well, no, but I mean, like, really, like I said, the reason why I said bring a Kimora is because although Kimora doesn't come from that long line of money, it's just like, I live here too. And it's like, oh my gosh, now we have to learn how to interact with people we never thought we would have to learn how to interact with. We like our bubble.
It would be like New York, where the vibes would just not... It would just curdle the milk, because we would see everybody's inability to, like, we would see them for some things we might not want to see. I do agree with you, though.
Racism bubbling up to the surface.
It would.
I do agree with you that they could absolutely use a little diversity, because Southern California is very diverse, and so is Orange County. There's plenty of ladies that fall right into the category of, all the things that represent the OC. But there is something hilarious about the try-hard blonde. You just gotta, anyway, I don't know. I'm reserved. Like I said, I'm reservedly hopeful for this season, but Gina's got to go. I don't need 2 New York people on my Orange County cast. No, just go. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Multiverse.
You have Heather or you have Gina. I don't need 2 New Yorkers in Orange County. I don't understand.
That could be their way to do the multiverse. Like I said, that could be their way to just start the Real Housewives of OC NYC.
I know. Pop Gina on over there, to Jersey, Orange County. To Jersey, New York. Although, I don't know. Gina does not seem like the speed of the new cast. I have to see.
Gina is her own speed. Well, actually, no, Heather is her own speed. I mean,
yes.
On the first episode, when Gina was like, I didn't invite Heather because she doesn't want to go to a dive bar with no food. And I was like, and don't invite me to that shit either.
I third that. I'm like, what's the point of going?
No, thank you.
Yeah, we like food here.
Well, I mean, it's California. Nobody eats anyway.
Alex, you've been saying that for a while. Y'all both been. I know Alex has said that forever. They was like, you guys, I've gotten slimmer because there's literally no fast food, like none. There is no fast food that I would be eating. There's none. I was like, no fast food, and Chris was like, no. You were like, Chris, I'm serious. There's no fast food. There's no.
Well, he's in a whole different. He's in San Francisco.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to remedy that. I want In-N-Out Burger so bad. And I would have to get a car to go to the In-N-Out Burger and then take a car home. And then my food would be cold. It would still be good. It would just be, cooler than I would prefer. But I would actually think about taking that maybe $30 car ride just to get In-N-Out Burger. That's how little fast food there is here. They have one In-N-Out in the tourist area.
He's in San Francisco, Willie. It's a whole. It's like San Francisco
is a mom and pop restaurant. Everything is mad expensive. Everybody thinks their food is a lot better than it is. It's not that good.
When I think of, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my only representation of the Bay, as you guys know it as, San Francisco, is 2 shows and 2 shows only.
Oh.
Number 1, That's So Raven, not gonna lie. Number 2, Charmed. This is my only 2 representations of San Francisco.
Yeah. That's right. Full House had a house in San Francisco too.
Oh yeah, well, Full House, but yeah, I
Anyway.
was alive during Full House. But Charm and That's So Raven really stuck with me.
Jack in the Box, I am not a fan. D West, I am
Me either.
sorry. I can't do Jack in the Box.
D West. Why does that name sound familiar?
But back to the Kimora thing, I'm very interested to see what rolls out, because if they are planning some kind of reality show, if there's some attempt, because think about it, she's got 5 kids. She's like, I was getting along with all 3 of my baby daddies. Like, the girls are adults pursuing their own things. I could see her trying to make that the reality show,
Can I say this? I feel like that would be great if it was like a plot line on Real Housewives. I feel like Real Housewives needs to start doing more or less like being like an umbrella and having the girls come together, but still having it be like, oh, there's like this like Kimora Lee Simmons show on Real Housewives where it's like, so do y'all remember Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? And Omarion and April pretty much had their own show inside of the show. Like first season, they never interacted with Not a Nan, so it was literally just them and their own stuff.
Yeah,
sort of like that with Kimora.
Before April started her homie hop.
Yes, before April started being a homie hopper, an opportunist, sort of like that. I feel like Kimora would benefit off of that if she was like on Real Housewives, but there was like that segment that solely focused on Kimora, and then of course everybody loves Garcelle. You throw Garcelle, maybe Kathy Hilton, and then but her segment is just her and her kids. I feel like that would work better because Real Housewives already has a big franchise. Everybody already wants Kimora Lee on Real Housewives, so I feel like it would work. If that makes sense, y'all know where I'm going at with this.
No, I don't disagree with you. I just could see her picking to go with her own show and not. You know what I mean? Like, what I feel like is that's what they're going to choose to do to try to control the narrative more. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, I understand.
I do think she, when people mentioned her before, I do think she'd be an excellent addition on one of those shows. But I'm just curious as to see if and how this blow up right here applies to their future endeavors. Because I'm not saying Russell ain't a piece of what, or I'm not saying he hasn't gone wackadoodle, because they're throwing out receipts all over the place. It's getting messy. I'm just curious as what is on the red carpet from this bloodshed to come.
Or is the carpet white and the bloodshed is the red?
That's what I mean, like 2 things can be true. He can be a bad dad, and they can be trying to scramble to, continue to pay lawyers' fees because the last pink toe hasn't gotten in his orange jumpsuit yet.
I understand where you're coming from with that, because like I said, I've been on Twitter and they've been throwing up stuff left and right about saying, y'all know he was in this man was grown and she was a sophomore in high school. I said her parents knew too, and they knew. And Russell Simmons got the oh my gosh, R.I.P. What's his name? Got the R.I.P. mate, the basketball player. That's pretty much what it was.
Oh wait, hold
Kobe
on.
Bryant.
Right, yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's pretty much what it was. You can have our daughter, but throw us some money. And Kimora's like, it's Russell Simmons. He created Def Comedy Jam.
Forgot how young she was.
Kimora was a sophomore in high school. She wasn't even a senior. She wasn't even like Vanessa, which was like at least a senior. She was a sophomore. This girl had to at least be 15.
Bro. No, listen to me. I'm sorry, but that toxic positivity shit. Listen, because your taste in women, the fact that even as you age, the age of the women stays super duper duper young. I mean, let's remember Katie Ross was talking about his shenanigans. Like, there's something in the milk ain't clean. You can't be much of a womanizer and then all of that toxic positivity be real. Like it's a narcissist under there that does the two.
To me, I always felt like it was a way to because he knows what he's doing is wrong. So it's sort of like a way to like counterbalance it. Like, I'm out here, like I got with Kimora when she was a sophomore. I'm around, I stay with younger women, or I stay with women barely legal or just not even legal at all, like powerful men do. And with that being said, let me keep on putting this positivity out, because I know the karma that's about to come my way for taking, like, this girl was 15 and I was grown, and I know it's going to hit, and when it hits, it's going to hit hard. So I got to counterbalance it as much as I possibly can. Russell
he's not
isn't
even in the country right now because of potential charges against him for sexual assault. Am I right?
Yep.
Or
yep.
has he come back? But from
Of
what I
course not.
understood, he is staying in Bali.
He don't know where he is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his brothers, his siblings, because his siblings are because Rev Run is rich too, so I'm pretty sure he's helping out, because that's still his brother. It's terrible. It's like stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm supposed to be a minister, but then that's still my brother, so I'm not going to let him just be.
Well, he showed that the Simmons girls, speaking of, that they wished him a happy Father's Day.
Well, yeah, because they said like our dad's. And I just saw it too before I jumped on to Alex. I was on watching Larry Reed, and they literally posted on there like, our dad is like, Mom, why are you doing this? Dad's not well. He's not all the way there right now. He's sick. He's not right. Why are you now trying to put our dad out saying he messing with women and men? Why are you putting him out on there that he's doing this, that, and the third? When this man's sick right now, why didn't you do this when he was healthy? Is what the kids are saying. Why didn't you do this when he was healthy and right in his body where he can clap back? But you're waiting till our father is sick and can't defend himself to then be like, oh, I got time today. Where was all this time? That's what the daughter's sole thing was. Where was all this time that you had when her dad was well in his body and y'all divorced? You could have. You could have had.
The girls were airing him. I thought Aoki was just airing him out. I know
they were airing him out.
Vanessa.
They were airing him out too, but from what I saw, they also had to say like, yo, Mom, like, he's not well either. Like, our dad's not perfect. That's what I saw. Like you said, two things could be true at the right. They can get their dads together, but still at the same time be like, okay, Mom, you're taking a little bit too far, but telling about your personal business. Just say he ain't and keep it pushing. But now you want a little too, because we still got to live these lives. Okay.
Because we still got unfolding. See, look at this is messy.
Yes, allegedly, because there's so many.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Because they still got to live these lives, and if you're going around here saying, "Oh, our dad like this and that" behind the closed doors, like, y'all, we still got to go out in public. So do you, Kimora. You still got to go out in public, and after you're sitting here putting him on blast, what does that say about you? Don't try to be innocent sophomore now. You should have been that all them years ago. You should have ran, but you didn't.
Yeah, she brought that up, and like I was like, "Oh, that is right." Jerry Lee Lewis, Russell Lee Simmons.
Well, this has been absolutely fabulous. We have covered the gamut. We hit it all, and we did it all in under 40 minutes. I can't believe it.
Hey.
I feel like I learned things.
Me too.
I was like, I wanted to go over the housewives just after we had gotten, the speak on it and Carlos's little opinion out the way so we could truly Monday evening quarterback. But then this Kimora situation came up. I just couldn't pass up an opportunity to read A Snapping Turtle. What is it about an old amphibian that makes them so angry? I thought age would mellow a bitch. It did for me.
You got to remember, they live a long time. Them turtles can live over 100, 200 years old.
But why be old and crotchety?
Because you start losing your money.
You know what? It's a new situation with coots, and I'm going to do some research in on it. Why the coots are going coinless, because you can't even pick up a good coot anymore. You used to be able to look to a 60-something-year-old man and think there's security. Now, child, they dragging you down with them.
Well, they buying stuff they can't afford.
Well, I guess that was the shit. So thank you both so much for joining me, and I'm gonna see y'all soon for something.
Sounds good. Good night.
Sounds good. Good night.
Night, y'all.
Bye.
Yeah.